Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start making this spring dress that I had sketched out and colored in my last video, and if you've seen my shorts, there's a video posted about it on there too. And I'm really excited, but in order to get to the fun part where we actually make the dress, I have to pattern it, which I've only done once before. So this is what this video will be about: patterning the dress. If you don't know, if you hadn't seen the other videos, that's okay. Just to catch you up a bit, I am making this for spring of this year just for fun, and I want to make it out of a chiffon or even like charmeuse fabric, and I want it to be like baby pink or pale pink because that's a projected trend color of 2026. So without further ado, let's get into the actual draping of the muslin fabric. Alright, so from Hobby Lobby I bought 10 yards of unbleached muslin fabric. So this muslin fabric is what I'm going to be using in order to drape the pattern. You'll see I'm going to be referring to the sketch that I have sitting on the table right now. Please, please, please do not judge me. We are learning how to sew and pattern together because I am a self-taught intermediate beginner, in that area. So if you are experienced and you're watching this, I'm not going to be offended if you tell me what I'm doing wrong. It's actually very helpful to get some constructive criticism, so you can definitely let me know in the comments section. So because I don't have like actual draping tape, I'm going to be using this washi tape, which I really don't recommend because it doesn't stick well on the mannequin at all. But if it's your last resort and you have it, it's better than nothing. I also like to pin down my washi tape as I drape because, like I said, it doesn't stick very well to the mannequin, so it's just helpful. So this is what I have so far for the very top part. As far as the back goes, let's just drape and then play around with it and see what we like. I think I like the scoop back, just like a slight scoop. I think I like that. I don't know, I tried, as you guys just saw, I tried to do the V, something similar to the neckline, and I just wasn't a fan of it in the back. Now it's time to start the draping. So I just pulled my muslin out and I was like, wow, this is really stiff. Can you hear this? And I was like, what kind of muslin did I get? Because the last kind that I had purchased was very forgiving. I looked at the tag again and it said super muslin. I have no idea what that means, but just in case you guys don't know, it kind of feels a little bit like denim. So here's the hoping that it all turns out just fine. Does that look like it's getting somewhere? There's some pulling, but we do have a dart. It's this right here. I got to do a little bit of fixing up with just the way that the fabric is pulling, because obviously there's these like ripples and then there's this right here which I do not like, but we can fix that. This is still the early stage. Alright, we have her all done and pinned up on there, and I'm really proud of how it came out. It's not perfect. I probably should fix this up here with the sleeve, but I mean, for the most part, I am proud of it. So I will be cutting this out in just a second. And a side note too, like I said, I've been using washi tape and I pinned down the washi tape. Some of these ripples are caused by the needle under the fabric that is holding the washi tape in place. If there are any adjustments that I need to be made, I can make those adjustments and it will be okay. So now I'm going to mark the darts since I have this done, and I'm going to do that before I even take it off so that way I know where the darts are. I'm not the best at darts, like I said in my very first video of everything that I made in 2025. When I made that vest, there were so many darts, and that was a little bit of a challenge for me because I'm not super familiar with them. So I'm going to really take my time on this and really try to do my best to hone in on the dart and make sure that it looks well done. Look how clean this dart is. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. I'm going to start on the back now. Today is a new day and I am so tired. I did not work at all on this girl right here yesterday, but what I did do yesterday was buy the actual fabric for the dress. And I went to the good old Hobby Lobby because Joann's is closed. I'm so sad. I bought 5 yards of this pink Cheryl mousse. Isn't she pretty? Look, it's so flowy and sheer. And then the last thing I bought was 3 yards of this pink satin. I had to fix the placement of the dart. As you guys can see, it's no longer facing this way, it's now facing this way. And the sleeve, when I finally got to the sleeve part, it did not look anything like the sketch, but also it didn't fit the sleeve hole. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. None of it was easy, but I did figure it out. And it did take me hours. It took me a long time. And I also got the back a bit more figured out. I made it a bit bigger. Basically nothing fit and I had to redo it all, and I also had to make more room for my arm. Guys, did I mention that I'm not a professional pattern maker? Except I did make, when I made my prom dress, and I'm very proud of myself, I did make a pattern for the skirt. And I know this pattern works because I made my prom dress with this pattern. Also, I did transfer these pieces onto real paper, and I'm not going to use the muslin as the lining because I decided that would look kind of funky since this muslin and my satin are like different weights. I might try to use the same pattern to make the flounces. It takes like 3 of these panels to fully go around my body. So I'm gonna start working on the flounces now and I'll get back to you. Here is what I got so far. Like I said, not very pretty, but she might work, so we're gonna test her out on the mannequin. Alright, so I got the flounce pattern out and I cut the muslin up and she fits. So that's really nice. Next video we will be cutting into the real fabric, making the real dress, the real deal. So if you stuck around for this video, thank you. Please like if you like this video and subscribe because it helps me out. Bye!